Hey everyone, Melissa Wick here. This is a full Vinyasa yoga practice. We'll be opening up through the shoulders, the chest. We're doing some back bends, getting into the hips and the hamstrings, so full body. We will be using a strap in the beginning. If you don't have a strap, you can use a belt or a scarf. So we practice so that we can become more in tune and open to our energy, so that we can clear and transmute, and we can find our way back home to ourselves again and again, so we can connect to that true essence that resides deep within us amongst all of the fluctuations and changes. So I invite you to come back home to yourself in this practice, get into something comfortable, and let's get started. For today's practice, we're going to begin seated. So I recommend sitting up on a block or a big pillow or cushion, just so we can find a little bit more freedom in the hips and in the spine. So sit in a way that is comfortable for you. I like to bring one heel close to the groin, the other heel just in front. I find that my legs don't fall asleep this way. Continues the circulation. So adjust, get comfortable, and have your hands just placed on your thighs, palms up or down. And we'll take our shoulders up towards our ears, back and down. One more time like that. Roll them up, back and down. So you want to keep a tall spine, but it doesn't need to be super rigid. Have it be relaxed but still aware. We'll start to close the eyes. Take a big breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And then gently turn back to the natural rhythm of your breath. In and out through the nose if you can. Allowing ourselves to arrive here on our mats, into our bodies, into our breath. Inviting in soft, open belly breathing. And we'll start to breathe together here. So emptying out the air out of the nose. We'll be breathing in and out through the nostrils. And let's inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Breathing naturally. So you're welcome to keep the eyes closed and just listen to the sound of my voice. We're going to start to invite in some neck rolls. So dropping your chin, moving in one direction. If it's not safe for your neck to go in one direction, you can make U shape from side to side. So we're staying close to the breath. Maybe moving slower than you want to. And then reverse your direction. Coming back to center, we're going to place the hands on tops of the shoulder caps and start to make circles in one direction. So we're slowly going to warm up the shoulders and the spine before we build some more heat and get into the heart of the practice. So it is a simple movement, but stay connected with your mind, your breath, as we move in the body. And then reverse the direction. And slowly release. We're going to inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, open the chest as you breathe out. Inhale, extend the arms, hook your thumbs, find a gentle traction and tugging. As you exhale, you're going to tuck your chin in and dive forward as if you're diving into a pool. Inhale, reach back up, keep that tugging. Exhale, cactus the elbows, open the chest. Inhale, extend, hook the thumbs. Exhale, dive in, tuck your chin in, round, curl the tailbone forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus, energize the heart. Inhale, extend, hook. Exhale, dive in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. And then inhale, just come right back to center. From here, we'll start to open up into the side body. So our right hand will come to the ground. Left arm will reach up and over towards the right. So keep the chest open, softening the shoulders, reach through the fingertips. If you don't feel much here, just ground down through the left sit bone as you bow the left side of your body. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over. Back to center. Good. We're going to find that strap. And we're going to have a wider grab here on the strap. Maybe wider than normal just to start off. We're going to open up in the shoulders a little more. So arms up overhead. Nice and slowly, we're going to start to draw the arms back. Try to keep the elbows straight. And if you feel sharp pain, you've gone too far. So maybe you take your arms out a little farther as you warm up all the way down. Inhale, come right back up. Exhale, down in front of you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, moving through, behind. Inhale, back up. Exhale, forward. Maybe you adjust the strap. Inhale up. Exhale through. Enjoy that juiciness of this. Inhale, back up. Exhale down, one more round. So inhale up. Exhale through. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. Inhale, come right back up. This time, we're going to take the right arm towards the back right corner. The left arm's going to come right straight up. So you're wrapping that left tricep around and in. So you want to feel this stretch. Maybe in this left underarm, maybe a little bit in the right chest. So you're going to find your sweet spot here. Good, and then we'll take it to the other side. So right arm up, and then left hand to the back and to the left corner. Right arm nice and strong. Up. Good, release. We're going to put the strap away. We won't need it anymore. And we'll open up a little more into the shoulders and the upper back. So take your arms out to the side. As you exhale, your left arm comes on top of the right, eagle arm. So either backs of the hands or full bind, palms away from the face. From here, we're going to inhale. We're going to lift the sides of the bodies, lift the elbows. Exhale, we're going to round and curl in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, round and curl in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, round and curl in. Inhale to center. Take your unit over to the right. And just ground down through that left shoulder any amount. Find your sweet spot here and breathe into it. Come Back to center, release the arms out into the side, breathe in. Exhale, right arm on top of the left, eagle arms, backs of the hands or full bind, palms away from the face. Inhale, lift the sides of the body. As you exhale, round and curl in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, round and curl in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, round in. Inhale, back to center. Move your unit to the left. Ground down through the right shoulder, any amount. Beautiful. Come back to center, release the arms, give yourself a little shake. And let's move on. So we're going to come onto all fours. So if you have a block, maybe put it to the front of the mat. We're going to spread the fingers really wide, wrists under the shoulders, knees hip width distance apart, and we'll have the toes tucked under right away here. On the inhale, we're going to release the belly, let the heart come through the shoulders of the windows of the shoulders. Gaze lifts. As we exhale, we'll start to round. You're going to have the toes tucked, lift the knees, and lift to downward dog. So we're going to flow like this. Inhale, your knees gently kiss the ground. Continue the inhale, belly drops, chest comes through, gaze lifts. Exhale, we lift and round, downward dog. Again, inhale, knees touch the ground, belly drops, tailbone extends, heart comes through. Exhale, we come back, downward dog. Pause here. Ground down through all 10 knuckles. Bend your knees a lot here. Find length in the spine. So wrap the upper arms and triceps around and in and broaden the upper back. Draw your navel in. Reach your chest towards the tops of the thighs. Release any excess tension you're maybe holding in the neck. And then find the length of the legs, any amount here if you're ready. Drop your right heel so your left knee bends. Breathe into the right hamstring. And then switch. Left heel drops down, right heel lifts. And then release here. We're going to walk the hands to the back of the mat towards the feet. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift. So fingertips to the shins or the quads. We're going to pause here. You're going to roll the shoulders back. Tailbone is reaching back as the crown of the head reaching forward. Notice if you're leaning way back in the heels, try to trust to find even weight. Now you're welcome to slightly bend the knees here. Firm the outer thighs and the outer ankles. Good, and then fold. Inhale, halfway lift one more time here. Stay. And then from here, we'll start to add a bit more heat. Extend the arms forward in front of you, biceps by the ears. Draw your navel in. Good, this is a lot of work here. Stay with the breath. So strong. And inhale, rise. Strong back, strong support in the legs. Exhale, lower the arms down. Inhale, sweep the arms up, maybe look to your hands. Exhale, fold down. Good, and then from here, we're going to interlace the hands behind us. You can bend the knees here, extend the knuckles, opening the chest. Draw the navel in, release the head. Beautiful. With care, release the hands. Come back to an inhale, halfway lift. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, fold. We're going to walk the hands back to downward dog. Nice and controlled. Good. We're going to lift the heels, curl the tailbone forward. You're going to round through the spine. Inhale as it takes you through to high plank. Pause here. 3 breaths. Your heels, your hips, your shoulders, and the crown of the head in one line. So you're gently pushing the floor away from you. Find a broadening in the upper back. Draw your belly button to the back of the spine. Curl the tailbone forward. Smooth, steady breaths here. Stabilizing your thoughts, making your breath louder than your thoughts. Now you're going to shift slightly forward, hug the elbows in. You're always welcome to come to your knees. Lower all the way down to your belly. Point your toes. Tops of the feet press down, pubic bone down. Inhale to a cobra. Elbows in, soften the shoulders, heart forward and up. Exhale, lower down. 2 more times. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Again, inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, push through table or high plank. Exhale, back, downward dog. Good. Walk your hands to the back of the mat again, towards your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Now we're going to take the feet a little bit wider than hip width distance. Have the toes come out, heels in. So we're going to warm up the legs a little bit more deliberately here. Now we want to move through this sequence with our knees tracking in line with our toes. Hands into prayer. You're going to engage the glutes, ground down through the heels. We're going to start to bend the knees as if you're going into a squat here. So try not to lean forward and let your bum stick out. Coming down as far as you can. And then inhale, reach back up. So this is nice and slow, feeling all the muscles. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So the outer thighs and glutes are engaged. Beautiful, rise, inhale. 2 more times. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Pause here. You don't need to be super low. You're going to fire up the legs here. Use the breath. Even weight on both sides. Good, and then we'll release, fold. Heel toe your feet back, hip width distance apart. We'll walk the hands back into downward dog. When you get there, inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, if you're ready for chaturanga, bend the elbows halfway, point your toes, upward dog, or you can always come to your belly to cobra, chest open. Exhale back, downward dog. Good. Few breaths here. Steady your gaze between the legs. Good. And from here, we're going to inhale the right leg up to a 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee towards your chest. Bring it forward, round. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, cross right knee to your left tricep. Inhale, right leg extends. Exhale, you're going to step your right foot through between the hands. Find your balance, your stability. When you're ready, high lunge. We're going to bend that left knee, dip it down. So notice when you do that, notice if your hips torque at all. If you need to walk the back foot in a little bit, that's okay. So a lot of times the right hip likes to hike up, draw it down, lengthen the tailbone down. So we're going to open up through the psoas here, arms lift. Ground down through your right heel. If you have open hip flexors, maybe you extend the left heel towards the back of the mat, any amount. Good, stay here, cultivate the breath. Beautiful. Now we're going to take the left hand forward, the right hand back. Try not to take your hips with you. Stabilize the pelvis. You can stay right here, or your right hand can come to your left thigh, reaching the left arm up. Lengthen the tailbone down. Dip your right hand down, inhale back to high lunge. Exhale, hands come in the inside of the right leg, Skandasana. So lift the hips up. You can turn your left heel in, left toes fan out, come to the back of the mat, left knee bends, right leg extends. Left knee tracking with the left toes, right knee towards the ceiling. Try not to sink and just let go here. Keep integrity in the leg. Support yourself as you open. Let's bend the right knee, walk back to the front, frame your right foot, and modified pyramid, extend the right leg, fold here. Great option here to use blocks under the hands if you have them. You're going to stay on the ball of the left foot, right hip draws back, fold. Beautiful. Let's bend the right knee. Plant the palms down. You're going to push the floor away, dome the upper back, navel draws in, bend your right knee, and then step back, high plank. Take a flow, chaturanga, or down to your belly. Your inhale is your back bend. Exhale back, downward dog. Good. This time we're going to inhale, the left leg will rise. Exhale, left knee to your left tricep, come out to the outside. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Right knee comes down. We're going to prepare for lizard here. So here you can stay with the left knee and toes tracking forward, or if you'd rather open it up, I'll give you your choice today. You can stay with the hands down here. Maybe you have blocks and you bring your forearms down onto blocks. You can have the right knee on the ground. If you want a little more, you can tuck the right toes under and extend. We'll be here for about 6 to 7 breaths. So energetically here, the left heel's drawing back and the right knee's drawing forward. Smooth out the breath. Good, if you're on your forearms, come back to your hands, remove your blocks. You're going to heel toe that left foot back to center, framing your left foot. Tuck your right toes under, lengthen the back leg. Maybe bend both knees here. We're going to come into standing split. So fingertips forward, bring your weight into your left leg, right leg extends. Hips are closed, draw your navel in. Now you can stay right here if you're feeling strong today and balanced. Maybe you prepare for warrior 3. Hands can come into prayer. You can keep the left knee bent if you need to, but the extended leg is super strong. Draw the belly in. If you want more, maybe you extend the arms forward. Biceps by the ears, back body engaged. Try to minimize the curve in the back by drawing the navel in. And from here, we're going to come to stand through. So try not to let the right leg touch the ground. You can bend the left knee to help you, to support you. Coming all the way up to stand. You're going to kick the right heel forward and flex the palms. Try not to lean back. Use your core to stabilize you. Engage your quad. Lower that right leg down. Lower the arms. Good. Beautiful. Let's inhale. We'll sweep the arms up. We're going to exhale and fold. Feet hip width distance. Chair pose. Breathe in. Utkatasana. Gentle squeeze of the glutes, draw the navel in. We're going to exhale, chest towards the thighs, fingertips come down, knees are still bent. Inhale back to chair. Exhale, fold, knees bent, chest to thighs, fingertips down. Inhale, chair. Exhale, chest to thighs, fingertips down. Inhale, chair. Good. And exhale, rise all the way up. Take a breath in, look to your palms. And exhale, lower the arms down. Tadasana, palms face forward. Take a breath. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, we'll take a flow all the way down, nice and controlled. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms. Continue the exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward or cobra. Exhale, downward dog.
few breaths here. The inhales will empower you. Create that space. Find your fuel. The exhales will ground you. Let go what's not serving you. Good. Left leg rises on the inhale, moving like honey. Exhale, knee towards your chest, round. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, cross, left knee to right tricep. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step the left foot through between the hands. When you feel stable, reach the arms up. Maybe walk the back foot in a little bit. We're gonna bend both knees. Ground down through your left heel. Again, lengthen the tailbone down. Scoop. If you need more, extend the right heel. Energize it to the back of the mat. Good. Make your breaths louder than your thoughts. Soften your gaze. Find your drishti. Your right hand comes forward. Left hand back. Your trunk, your hips stay where they are. Just opening through the core and the chest. You can stay here or left hand to the back of the right thigh. Right arm reaches up. Okay, left hand dips down, both arms reach up, high lunge. Exhale, hands to the inside of the left thigh. Skandasana to the right. Turn your right heel in, right toes fan out. Bend your right knee, left leg extends. Right knee in line with the right toes, left knee to the ceiling. Come back, bend your left knee, frame your left foot. Modified pyramid, you're gonna extend the left leg, you're gonna stay on the ball of the right foot, maybe hands underneath blocks. Draw your left hip back and fold. Breathe into your left hamstring. You're going to bend your left knee, bring your blocks away. You're going to plant your palms. Again, push down through the hands, puff up the upper back, draw your navel in. Core is on, bend your left foot. Step back plank. When you're ready, flow it out. Exhale, chaturanga, create yourself, point your toes. Inhale, gentle squeeze of the glutes. You're scooping the pubic bone forward, chest open. Exhale back, downward dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, knee towards the right tricep, so out and around to the side. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step your right foot to the outside, the right hand, left knee down, preparing for lizard. So again, your knee could be forward or toes out to the side, hands on the ground, or hands on blocks, or forearms on blocks. Maybe you tuck your left toes under and lengthen the back leg. So you choose your path here. It's always good to check in to see where the motivation and desire is coming from. Is it coming from a place of service to your higher self, or is it your ego stepping in trying to prove something? So it's good to challenge yourself, but it's also good to check in where the desire is coming from. Beautiful. If you're on your forearms or on blocks, move the blocks aside, come back to your hands. Heel toe your right foot back to the center so you're framing your right foot. Tuck your left toes under, lengthen the back leg. Keep a bend in the knees, hands come forward, preparing for standing splits. Weight into the right leg, extend the left leg, hips close. They like to open here. You want to close them down. Means your left leg may not be as high, that's okay. You can keep the right knee bent if you need. If you're feeling strong today, maybe hands come to prayer, preparing for warrior 3. Really reach through that left heel, draw the belly in. Good. Maybe hands extend forward for a little more fire. Save some juice. You can bend the right knee here. We're going to come to stand. Don't let the left leg touch the ground. And then kick the left heel forward. Push the palms forward. So strong. And lower it down. Beautiful. Let's bend the elbows. Have the palms flipped open. Close the eyes. Just receive the wisdom that's flowing through you. With the palms open, we are open and receptive. Becoming more in tune with our energy. Good. Opening the eyes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Maybe look to your palms. As you exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms. Take a flow. You can always skip the flow and come to downward dog if you need to. Take rest when you need. Exhale back. Downward dog. A few breaths here. Beautiful. Let's continue. Inhale, the right leg's going to rise. Exhale, step your right foot through between the hands, warrior 2. So left heel draws in, left toes fan out, cartwheel the arms open. Tailbone lengthens down, you draw your right glute in, knee in line with the second and third toe. You're going to flip your right palm, reverse the warrior, side body stretch. On the exhale, we're going to take the right hand down in the center, palm up. Left arm's going to reach up and over to the front of the mat, chest open, palm face down. The right knee stays bent the whole time. We're going to flow like this. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, right hand down, left fingertips forward. Inhale, reverse. We're enjoying a side body flow here. Exhale, left fingertips forward. Inhale, reverse. This time we're going to hold in this modified extended side angle. So your right forearm can stay off the thigh if you want a little more fire. So your right arm's reaching to the back, left hand forward. If you need to place that forearm down, of course you can. Chest stays open, right glute is drawing in towards the center, finding freedom in the spine. We're going to take the left hand to the left hip, gaze down, preparing for a half moon. So right fingertips can come to the block or the ground. You can walk your left foot in a bit for more support. When you're ready, bring the weight into the right foot. Left leg extends, hips are open, so roll your right hip in towards the midline. Maybe the left arm floats up. Take your variation of half moon. Okay, listening to this transition, your left hand comes down, bend both knees, with so much care, close the hips. Your left knee comes behind the right, your left shin goes out on the angle to the right. And we're going to come to a seat. So your right foot ends up on the outside of the left thigh. So we're in a seated position here. If you need to lift your hips up on a block, you can. If both sit bones aren't on the ground, you can extend the left leg forward. Coming into a seated twist. So the right hand comes behind you for support. Left arm reaches up as you breathe in. Exhale, you're going to hug your right knee in or hook the left tricep to the outside of the right thigh. Keep the crown over the hips. Good. And then softly release as you inhale. And then exhale, you find the twist.
Slowly unwind to the other side for a counter stretch. Now we're going to come into Gomukhasana. So you can either just slide that right leg over. Some of us may need to come forward and snug it in a little more, walking the feet apart. You can always sit on a block here if you need. Now this shape is a lot of pressure on the knees. We're just opening the outer hips. You can always just grab a hold of your ankles or your shins and come onto your back, keeping the legs crossed. Okay? So you choose your path here. We'll be here for about 8 breaths or so. So if you're in Gomukhasana seated, you can take your hands onto your feet or onto the ground. Maybe you find a fold here. So we use the breath to move through some of the density, so the tension, the tightness, heaviness, allowing the body to unfurl naturally. Good. If you're in a fold or you're on your back, come back upright and we'll uncross the legs, preparing for boat Navasana. Zip the legs together, hands could come under the shins. And there's squeeze here. Bring the shins parallel to the sky if you'd like. This may be enough, or you can release your hands. Make sure we're not collapsing here. You want to find a lift so your core is working, your root is on. Mula Bandha, softening the shoulders. Good. Beautiful. Nice, so something a little fun here. Well, I think is fun. We're going to start to roll back here. So holding on to the backs of the legs, up and down. A couple times, and we're going to roll the next time we're up into chair pose. So releasing the hands and come up to chair. It might take a few times to get. Good, and then inhale, extend, rise. Exhale, lower the arms. Good, let's take a flow here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, flow it up. Beautiful. So from here, let's inhale. The left leg's going to rise. Exhale, step your left foot through between the hands, warrior 2. Right heel draws in, right toes fan out, cartwheel the hands. Flip your left palm, reverse your warrior. Left knee stays bent the whole time. Exhale, we're going to take the left hand down, palm face up, right fingertips forward, chest open. Inhale, reverse. The outer edge of your right foot is rooted, back leg extended. Exhale, left hand down, right fingertips forward. Inhale, reverse. Exhale. This time we'll hold. So you can either have the hand not on the thigh, using the strength of the side body and the core, or you can always let the left forearm rest on the thigh here. Good. So your left glute is drawing in towards the center, left knee in line with the second and third toe. Take your right hand to your right hip, gaze down, left fingertips on the block or the ground, heel toe your right foot in just a little bit. When you're ready, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Take your variation, your expression of it today.
We're going to take the right hand down to the ground, bend both knees, gently close the hips. You're going to sneak that right knee behind the left. Your right shin goes out on an angle to the left. So come to kneel. Your right foot's on the outside of the right thigh. Come to a seat. Again, take the same variation you did on the first side. Left hand behind you for support. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, hug the left knee in or hook the right tricep to the outside of the left thigh, twist to the left. Inhale, just gently release. Exhale, find the twist. Chest stays open. On the exhale, we're going to counter twist to the right. Back to center. Navasana, boat pose one more time. No, Gomukhasana. My apologies, I almost forgot it. So either here, your left leg crosses completely over the right. You can come onto your back and take that variation. If you need to come forward to snuggle it in, you can sit on a block. And let's open up the hips here. So if you're upright in Gomukhasana, hands could be on your feet or on the ground, or you can come into a fold. About 8 breaths or so here. Nice soft, open belly breathing. If you're in a fold or you're on your back, now make your way back upright. Now we'll do boat Navasana. Uncross the legs. We'll zip the legs together. Hands could come underneath the kneecaps, slightly leaning back. Draw the shoulders down, chest open, core on. Maybe your shins come parallel, maybe you release your hands. Keep the legs together. Good. We're going to cross at the ankles, lift your root, take your hands forward, step back to downward dog. Bring the circulation back into the legs. Now we're going to lift the heels, then gently lower the knees all the way down. Now if you need some padding for the knees, we're going to come into Camel Pose. So you can fold up the top of the mat. Come to stand on the knees. If you have a block, it'd be very helpful to use. If you don't have one, that's okay. You're going to take the block and bring it in between the upper inner thighs. So we're going to prepare for our back bend. So you're going to gently engage the glutes. Your navel's drawing in, so you have a strong foundation. Take your hands, fingers facing down on top of your glutes here. Okay, so I have this pushing down action with my hands. And when I start to come into my back bend, I'm grounding down, squeezing the block, and starting to lift up and back. So rather than just back, think up and back as you're grounding down. So take your Camel Ustrasana pose. Your chin could be in. Maybe if it feels okay for your neck, your head can come back here. So your hips are going forward. When you feel you've had enough, I'm just going to sit back onto the heels.
with the backs of your palms on tops of the thighs, palm flips up. Just close the eyes here to receive. And then for the second round, you can do the same variation. If you feel you're pretty open in the back, the chest, upper back, then maybe you take it deeper. So we'll start again, hands on top of the glutes here, squeezing the glutes, so we're lengthening down as we start to lift up. If you want to go deeper, have both toes tucked under. Maybe you release your hands to the heels, but do it at the same time. So take your second back bend here. If you have your hands on your heels, you want to release them at the same time and use the core as if someone's pulling you up, all the way up, and then sit back down onto the heels. Close the eyes, flip the palms up, and just receive this asana, this shape. If you have a block between the thighs, just release that and undo the mat if it's folded. And just come to sit on your bum and take the legs forward. Scoot yourself up so there's space behind you when you roll down. So keep the knees bent, feet flat. If you want to extend the legs, you can do that too. We're going to roll down. So arms out in front. We're going to scoop the tailbone forward. We're going to round, 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 round. Curl in, each vertebra touches the spine incrementally, all the way down. Beautiful. So we're going to bend the knees. Heels are close to the glutes, hip width distance apart. And come into a gentle inversion here as we really change gears in the practice. We're going to press the feet into the earth, gentle squeeze of the glutes. You're going to scoop it up as you inhale, press your feet into the earth, lift the hips up, palms facing down onto the ground. Exhale, you're going to lengthen the spine as you roll down. Inhale, gentle squeeze of the glutes, press the feet into the earth, lift the hips. Exhale, lengthen as you lower. Even weight on both sides of the legs. And this time, press the feet, lift the hips. We're going to hold up here, but don't hold the breath. You can stay with the palms down, or you can interlace the hands and walk the shoulders in here. Release your arms, your shoulders. As you exhale, lengthen down. Get a different variation of a bridge here. We're going to zip the legs completely together. So ankles, shins, knees, quads, or thighs glued together. They're going to want to split apart to stay together. So heels close to your glutes, hands down, palms facing down. You're going to press the feet into the earth, gently squeeze the glutes. Even weight on both sides, lift the hips. You may not go as high, so squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, lengthen, lower down. Good. Inhale, lift. Squeeze the legs together, even weight on both sides. Exhale, lower down. Last one, nice and slowly. Inhale, lift, working the inner legs. Just pause here. Don't hold the breath. Squeezing the glutes. And exhale, lengthen, lower down. Good. Now we're going to just take the feet wide, windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Release the spine and the hips. Good, and then we'll bring the soles of the feet to touch, knees open. So Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly. One hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Close the eyes. Just receiving your breath through the palms of your hands. And gently take the hands to the outside of the legs, close the knees. One last inversion here, happy baby. So knees in, arms on the inside. Flex the feet, either grab the shins or you can grab the outer edges of the feet, or if you want peace fingers and thumb to hook around the big toe, your choice here. Let the shoulders soften, back of the neck be long, hips nice and heavy. Releasing the legs, come into a final little seed. Wrap your arms around your shins, nose toward your knees. Come into a tiny ball. Hugging yourself for all your efforts. Take a breath in. Exhale, Shavasana. Extend the legs out long, wide. Take up as much space as you'd like. Arms down, palms up, maybe a gentle shimmy of the shoulders, a little wiggle of the hips. Find your spot here, releasing any effort of your breath, because there's nothing left for you to do. So allow your entire body to rest on the ground. And think heavy, heavy bones. And here we allow the energy within us to organize itself into balance, harmony and coherence. Allowing yourself to receive your practice. Noticing what it feels like to be at home in the center of your multi-dimensional being. And know that you always, always have access to this. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Allow the breath to stretch you from the inside out. Just start to invite some movement back into your body. Maybe move the wrists, the ankles, bring the arms up overhead, point your toes, big stretch as you deepen the breath. Stirring the body into wakefulness. Take your knees in toward you, give yourself a good hug. And then roll to one side. Whatever side you like, just rest there for a moment. Noticing how this fetal shape feels to you. And just tuning into gratitude for our self-love today, showing up for practice. And gratitude for our beautiful bodies and all that our bodies do for us. And gratitude for all of our resources. And when you're ready, you can lift yourself up back to a seat, just like we started practice. Finding a tall spine, places to ground down, places to lift. We'll meet with our palms touching right in front of our heart space. Slight bow of the chin. Take this moment here to enjoy your own presence, noticing what has shifted, what you've cultivated during practice. Experiencing yourself breathing. And tapping into that inner stillness, your true self, your essence that resides beneath all of the changes and fluctuations and triggers. There is this place that is constant within us, that is unchanging. That is our true self. It is always available. I invite you to take what you've cultivated here on your mat, the connection you've made, and take it with you as you step off the mat and into the world as your yoga practice continues. Thank you so much for your trust and support. From my heart to yours, namaste.